this?
Wait, is that where you... Oh, shit!
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how we got ourselves in this predicament.
That does a lot of damage. Up there I go.
Oh!
Yeah, so are we. One day we're striving and thriving on a yacht, and the next some wild mama bear who slurped one too many honey jars had her claws firmly grasping my jugular. But I think I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just go back to where you left off, on the ripe day 50 of this 100-day VR adventure. And maybe, just maybe, you can figure out where things started to go astray.
You could shank it.
Diving back into our adventure, we last left off on this island where we found our good pal Satan. This time I pushed a little further inland and came across a trader. But luckily now I was prepared with trash cubes so that I could finally land some fishing bait. Fully stocked up with everything I needed from this island, I made my way back to the raft. Surprisingly to find Sheen trying to gather up a bucket of Satan milk.
You gotta caress it. Are you not ready for milkation?
With Sheen kicking that IQ level into high gear, we found some more interesting things out about this world.
You're telling me I eat the bowl too?
I
make a bowl out of clay and your character's just like, I guess this is food too.
Cheers, bro.
Swallowing up some clay and glass is all fun and games with the homies, but lest you not forget, one of the homies was still missing, and it was time we brought her home.
Guys, I caught a shark on my fishing rod.
A shark?
Yeah.
How did you catch a shark on...
I just got it on the hook and there it is. Look, see? A shark.
That's not a shark, that's Danny. Danny, where have you been?
A shark.
Don't go jumping into whales willy-nilly.
We were able to forgive and forget about Danny abandoning us, as that was now water under the raft and she will always be a part of the crew, even if she had a few coconuts loose.
I've learned the way.
The way of what? You went into a whale and came out a shark. What did you do?
The whale had a secret for me.
What was the secret?
I'll whisper it to you later.
Of course, with Danny's return, Adam had to show off one of his sweet new technological advancements.
Danny, I built a toilet so you can take a poo and cook stuff at the same time.
Oh my god, how efficient.
From now on, I will be questioning Adam's cooking, but until then, it's time for me to kick back, relax, and enjoy some fishing.
Oh, left trigger select bait. Okay.
This was how we ended night 51. The brisky day 52 was here, and after a night full of weird dreams, Adam had some choice words to say.
Keep your mushroom dreams in the forest out of this one. Whatever kind of shrooms you're taking on your corner of the raft make you dream about the Amazon, that's your own thing. I told you to stop eating the mushrooms under the floorboards of the raft.
They're tasty!
Adam became increasingly frustrated with having Satan on his roof, so we made some decisions on his new living arrangements.
Then you can have them. I don't want them.
I'll take them, yeah.
It must be nice. It must be nice
to have Satan on your side.
Adam decided, along with the goat, that he wanted to move the receiver location to the center of the raft, not without giving Sheen a little attitude first.
I'm killing Kenny, so don't leave yet.
Okay.
Crazy anchor? What? Can't hear you over the sound of adventure.
While he was laying out everything for that, I tacked a few more items onto building my house, input the new coordinates, finished my bridge to the center post, and set sail to our next story island. The 54th day started off with a little bit of struggle as us monkey brains tried to figure out how to help Sheen finish his second floor.
You just want to build in the center there?
Either one on this side.
The receiver and antennas were fully transferred to the center of the raft, but the floor was looking a little crusty, so I cleaned it up with some quick upgrades. Continuing the trend of my ADHD madness, I started building my second floor when half of my walls weren't even built. Then I was instantly distracted by the fact that we somehow made it back to the radio tower again for the third time.
That is the old one. Damn it!
To be fair, it was just in line with our next coordinates, so we sailed around it. That was about it for day 54. And what better way to end out the night than with a little ditty from our friend Sheen.
Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken and macaroni.
The next day was filled with more construction, such as Sheen building on his bridge and Adam moving the sail higher.
Now mine looks a lot cleaner, thank you. I zigzagged the horizontal boards on the bottom of it actually looks kind of cool.
It was a beautiful night out, so Sheen took our goat for a walk around the raft.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Satan! Now kiss.
Mwah.
No!
My walls of the second floor were finally complete, and we wanted to show off the progress that was being made for everyone.
That's Danny's corner. This is Sheen's thing. This is my
What?
thing.
Thing?
This is Adam's masterpiece. There's like a mole sticking off of it right now.
Yourself.
We were all running empty on resources, so we decided to stop at a small island and scavenge up some goodies to aid us along the way. Oh, and decimate Kenny the Eighth. We finished off the night discussing our newly placed sail.
Does it like move us faster if it's higher?
Nope.
or-
But it looks pretty cool up there.
We were still on course for the next island, but the wind decided to kneecap us by completely changing the direction it was blowing. And of course, this was at a time when we had absolutely no extra wood left, so part of the raft was sacrificed to make some extra paddles. Not long after, our much-awaited story area was finally in sight.
This looks
Oh,
freaking crazy. Oh, it's a whole ship.
It's a boat.
Whoa,
See? Spaceship.
awesome.
It's not a spaceship. It's a ship.
We're getting in a spaceship in space.
By the power of Sheen, Danny, Adam, Z-Storm, and Satan, we can take on the spaceship people.
We slammed into the island by nightfall, dropped the anchor, and headed inwards.
It's a big spaceship with
Crazy.
engines. It looks like a yachty, a little yachty. This is hijacked from Black Ops 2.
This is my spaceship.
Is your spaceship?
Yep.
Oh god.
Wait, why does your
Somebody
spaceship have space aliens on it?
I went to the moon because the moon was haunted. Had to come back. I brought the haunted back, and day one. And that's why the Earth is like this.
I'm not exactly sure what tall tales Adam is telling, but we're gonna go through what was actually happening here. The story starts out that this yacht we were exploring, the Vasagatan, was owned by a lad named Olaf. Now, this Olaf guy, before whatever happened to this world, was a Swedish politician. Honestly, I could just stop right there because politician, but for the sake of storytelling, I'll continue. When the cake hit the floor and the world had no clue what to do, Olaf took a bunch of homies, loaded up his yacht with food and a crew, then dipped out, letting Stockholm perish. This ship was completely decked out, pun intended, with a dance floor, fancy bedrooms, and a fully stocked bar. Instead of trying to ration and survive on this trip, everyone just partied with no care in the world. Hannah, the ship's mechanic, got upset at Olaf as she figured with his military background he might be focused a little more on survival rather than luxuries. These limited supplies dwindled even more when the evil space rats called lurkers came out of nowhere and devoured their rations.
What?
Wait, what? Oh my god!
What the hell is this thing?
Did everyone see that? You remember I told you when the moon was haunted? Yeah, moon was haunted.
Continuing on in the story, Hannah wished she had never went on this ill-prepared trip. She missed her significant other Ruben, who was off trying to get to one of the rumored floating cities that Olaf was actually supposed to help create. Olaf called the crew incompetent for the food shortages and threatened to lessen people's rations or just outright terminate them. This dude also didn't believe that there were any space rats on his ship and offered extra rations to anyone who could bring him one alive. This must have happened because not long after, he starts talking about how he now wants to make an army of space rats. The yacht continues on and the whole situation becomes much worse as the captain now states that the maps are useless and they are lost at sea. Olaf unsurprisingly goes crazy again and says that the entire crew is planning a mutiny, but the captain snaps back at him stating that the crew just wants to survive. All of this was pointless anyways as soon after the ship crashed into a rocky island where it resides now. Olaf, being the jerk that he was, took the only lifeboat, filled it with his space rat army and set off, leaving everyone else on the Vasagatan stranded. Sadly, that is the extent of our knowledge. This leaves open so many more questions like where have all the people gone? Did they perish or get rescued?
What are you doing, Adam? I'm gonna tell you right now that if you sit on the bomb, that's probably not gonna...
Bite me.
Back up! Back up! Back up!
Ow.
I told you I could take it.
Though we don't directly know these answers, we did find a note with coordinates to a new place we must venture to, called Balboa Island.
New note added for Balboa Island.
Oh, blueprint.
Along with these coordinates, we also managed to score some blueprints for an engine and a steering wheel.
Oh, we can make a pirate ship!
We have technology, guys!
We tried to celebrate as much as possible on our newfound accomplishments, but it was hard to think of where Hannah and the rest of the crew might be at this very moment. We made our way back to the raft, ending our adventure at the Vasagatan, and crafted an engine to be ready for tomorrow morning. Waking up on day 61, Adam was eager to get to work. He placed down the engine and tried to fire it up, only to find out that we needed one engine for every 100 foundations that we had on our raft. This was a huge problem as we had a lot more than 100 foundations. So we stopped at a local island to grab some metal from the ocean floor and admired the moonlit sky. Day 62 involved the murking of Kenny the Ninth, as well as the crafting of another engine and the steering wheel. Things were looking a bit grim inside my house, so I popped down a fire pit to brighten things up. With the newfound energy in the air, fun conversations were a-brewing.
You see all these new recipes that I got?
Yeah, you got a lot.
You can make steak and jam. That sounds kind of nasty. Who wants to put jam on a steak?
Adam had our second engine placed, ready to go. Now all we had to do was fuel them up with wood and see if our raft would move. But those plans were cut short.
Oh no, he's attacking. Oh, engine's gone.
What?
Are you kidding me?
We powered through our losses and started smelting up some more metal to build another engine. While I was at it, I decided to dry up some more bricks to really amp up my smelter game. Kenny would not take us for fools this time, as we were making sure to fortify our raft with foundation armor. While in the midst of Kenny-proofing our engine spots, we floated into an island. On my way in to explore it like I normally would, our buddy wanted to give me a hug.
Ah, who's
Anything.
bubbling?
I don't have anything.
No, shark, stop. I'm gonna juke you. Oh, get juked, nerd.
What would a quick island adventure be without a small brawl with a Tusky boy?
Come on, turd burglar.
It wasn't the murder of the boar that brought me pure happiness, but what happened right afterwards.
we need net gun.
Adam also managed to find a new friend.
Oh guys, I found a chicken goose duck.
Did you
That's,
capture
that's,
that?
how,
too?
that's how we get eggs.
The trader being here was a reminder that I had some fish to sell. It was finally time to turn these in and get our rewards. Selling fish to the trader gives you reputation points and trader coins. I used some of these trader coins to buy up a very useful air horn and a compass that I would almost never use. Being only level 1 on the trader still, I needed to buy up all the bait to get more fish to turn in. And with that, I headed back to the raft to have a little fun with our new toy.
Makes me nervous.
But first.
What the hell? What's the point of this?
The sunny day of 65 brought with it some Disney Channel bullies.
It's a Cusco.
Why wouldn't it be Cusco?
What's Cusco from?
What?
Do I know what it's from?
Yes, you do. If you
Oh
don't,
my
then
God.
you are a terrible human.
I'm just trying to remember. Jog my memory.
Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, yes. Okay. Calm down, everybody.
No, I refuse. Everyone berate him.
Fresh verbal abuse behind me, I located our new llama, Cusco.
Oh my God, this alpaca is huge. I'll keep you out of the water, Cusco.
Placing Cusco down on a raft, he seemed to enjoy Satan's company. Having this beautiful, fluffy friend now meant we could start gathering wool to make leather armor and backpacks. It was then that I remembered I had 13 bricks that just dried out, so I made sure to craft up 3 new smelters to increase productivity. The morning of day 67 consisted of me bullying Cusco with the horn and meeting our new chicken friend named God. This was where we actually learned that watering all this grass by hand would be hard to keep up with, most likely resulting in one of our fluffy friends being permanently incapacitated. Sheen slid in with one of his uncommonly brilliant ideas of placing down a sprinkler system to automatically water all the grass. We would only need to make sure it's full of water and that the battery was all charged up. Seems easy enough for 4 people who can barely remember to drink water for themselves. I finished up the night by purchasing all of the trader's advanced fishing bait and casting my line into the sparkly blue ocean. This left us with a hefty 48 trader coins. I started out day 68 sipping on a smoothie that gives you an extra bar added onto your thirst meter. 4 days into our quick exploration of this island, we finally raised the anchor and set sail to the next story island 2,000 meters away. The funniest day of numbers had finally arrived.
Day 69, guys, let's go.
I placed another crop plot and planted 3 palm trees to finally get some wood growing. Here's a quick little random fact. Adam hates anything other than mango trees for some reason.
There is a palm tree in this crop plot.
No, that's mango. It just hasn't matured yet.
You're playing with fire.
It's a mango. It hasn't matured yet. God, how dare you judge a tree by its leaves?
We spent the rest of the day gathering resources and complaining about flippers.
The flippers are nice, but it's so dumb that it breaks. Imagine getting the Seagull and a Subnautica and it just being like, oh, I guess it broke. What do you mean it broke? It's broken.
These flippers are literally made out of seaweed and goo. I am not surprised that they break.
I am. I'm an excellent craftsman. Don't you ever insult my work.
Your work looks like shit.
Fuck you.
Taking all of the wood gathered from the island, we filled up our finely tuned engines and got ready to push our way to the next story island. Only problem is, our raft was dummy thick.
We have too many blocks.
Are we seriously still not moving?
Yep.
Engines are stupid.
We started adding more platforms and reinforcing them to be ready to accommodate 2 more engines. This will allow us to have up to 400 foundation pieces without choking out the engines. Sheen now miraculously had 3 large crop plots going on his roof to also start gathering more wood. Little by little, we were starting to work together on this mission of success we so adventurously set off on 70 days ago. And that included bonding over smiting Kenny the 10th. Day 71 brought along treachery by our dear pal Satan as he tried pulling an Alcatraz on us.
Our goat is not in its pen.
What?
Wait, what? Really?
Hey, Satan.
Yeah, the ghost
You wanna,
like walking
like-
up that little ramp.
Satan, you want to, like, not? Thank you.
He's walking right up that wall.
Oh, shit. I didn't think they could walk up that.
By nightfall, happiness filled the sky as we were finally able to get the raft moving via engine power.
All right. Engine 1 on.
Engine 2 on.
Engine 3 is on.
Engine 4.
And we
There
are
we go.
moving. Let's go.
Oh my god, we're so zooming.
Of course, we couldn't celebrate this momentous occasion alone. Our best bud Kenny decided to try and give his congrats as well. We finished out the night by doing a little Tokyo drifting.
I need to whip a 180.
All right, give it the skirt.
We drifted
We're
out
going
the
around.
ocean.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me know when we're facing the right direction.
All the engines kept burning through wood like a homecoming bonfire, though we were staying on top of it. The additional pollution and burning of needed resources was worth it, because a new large island was in sight. This right here was our new story spot, Balboa Island.
We're here.
We just gotta set a whole bunch of nets. What do you mean we're here?
Do you not see this thing? Holy shit.
Yeah, there it is.
Danny had finally sheared Cusco enough times to be able to craft a backpack for her and myself. Danny brightened up day 73 by getting extremely lucky fishing and reeling in a new plastic friend.
Wait,
the sushi.
when did I get a scrap mechanic duck?
Oh, you get that from fishing. That's a really, really rare drop. Oh my god. That's so cool.
But alas, someone found a way to ruin the day. That someone would be Sheen.
I died. That spear thing, like, I like, you have to get the rhythm down. I died.
You have to eat something, Dingle.
I know, I got excited. Son of a bitch!
There's some... Did you not eat anything again?
I did.
You
No, I did.
fucking liar.
The 74th started out with an amazing discovery.
Look at my potters.
Oh, that looks so nice.
With Adam being the positive Peter that he was, he made sure to drop some encouraging words for all of us.
Yeah, we won't be done before day 100.
No.
We haven't even been to space yet. It just pops up raft and then puts the word space in front of it, and that's when we go to space.
All of today was spent cooking food and prepping our weapons. This island looked huge, and to be able to take this on, we were going to need to be as focused as ever.
This looks like some good ass sushi. See, Storm, look at this.
Damn, bro. That sushi
Right?
be looking fine. No.
No!
I really couldn't have asked for anyone better to take on this adventure with. Our team was rock solid with confidence.
Are you ready for this island, Shima Casper?
Yeah.
Are you ready for this island, Brushin?
Nope.
Are you ready for this island, Danny?
As ready as I can.
Do you know how to shoot the bow?
Yep.
And with that, we are finally ready to set off onto this gigantic journey that will potentially be filled with space bears if Adam is to be believed. The first thing we found here were some wild berries, a sign telling us to be cautious of space bears, and a general warning.
Wait, this one says beyond this point, no loitering, no littering, no cameras with flash, no smoking or drinking, no unauthorized vehicles. I read no, like, urinating vehicles at first.
Don't you just hate when your car just urinates everywhere, you know?
We somehow managed to forget Danny's awesome net, so Sheen swam back to the boat to grab it real quick. With a fresh day upon us, the sun was shining, birds a chirping, and the bees were a buzzing.
Look up.
Whoa.
That was-
There's a freaking bridge up there.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, wow. This game is so much more than I thought.
Soon after, we encountered the first specialties of this island.
Come on.
Freaking bees!
Get him, Sheen. Don't get stung.
No, come down!
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Ah,
Oh, there's a bear. Sheen.
there!
Eat that, bear. Oh, yeah. That's what happens.
Did it.
This is the best game ever.
Crawling our way inland, Adam found a tent labeled Henry's Stuff.
Can I have Henry's stuff?
I don't know.
No, it says keep out. Read the damn sign.
Now, this was the place that the note on the Vasagaton told us to travel to, which means we have more story to tackle. I'm not exactly sure what radioactive Mountain Dew has to do with this journey, but I'll let it play out.
Oh, we got a VR parkour. VR parkour.
Oh, it sinks, Danny.
Oh.
No! I'm fast. It's okay.
She's dead.
Adam's got you.
With Danny consuming a little too much Mountain Dew, she was down for the count. Before taking her back down to the raft, we wanted to quickly peek inside the cabin that we saw. There was a birdcage mannequin in need of a light bulb and a corkboard asking for a hammer. Apart from these weird requests, the cabin did leave us with a cool blueprint.
Ooh, a blueprint for, what is that, a biofuel refiner?
We would eventually have to come back here once we had a hammer and light bulb, but with daylight burning away, we pushed farther, climbing up one of these towers. We gave the deck a quick look over to make sure there were no space bears, and then we headed inside. This was where we found a note from a tower engineer named Bruno. Bruno stated that he and his sister Astrid were put in charge of the ranger station here on Balboa. Their jobs were to keep the bear population in check and make sure the relay towers stayed working. They must not have done a very good job because it appears as though we need to reactivate 3 of those relay towers. Night was setting in, so we figured it was a good time to start heading back to the raft. On our little trip back, we encountered a problem much larger than we ever anticipated.
Wait, is that where you... Oh, shit! Mama bear!
I told you.
It's dead. That does a lot of damage. Up there I go.
Oh, no way.
Jack,
No,
run.
bear.
Jack, run.
No, 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 no.
Danny, this
I'm
thing
dead.
is- Oh no, they are dead. Oh no.
With Adam and Danny safely back at the raft and healed up, they attempted a rescue mission to save me and Sheen.
Oh, this bear is
Wait,
faster. I'm gonna
you
die.
No way, come on, come
I
on!
died.
Well,
Yeah, you can't outrun Mama Bear.
Danny,
Just
it's
me.
all up to you.
Danny did actually sneak past Mama Bear and rescue me off this island. Sadly, her savior streak was short-lived.
I'm gonna cry if it freaks out when you pick me up.
There it is. It's gone. Just jump into the ocean. Probably safer.
Oh, I'm dead immediately.
I continued on sneaking through the foliage and recovered Adam. Instead of needing to swim back every time someone died, we figured it would be easier to take on from a different part of the island. We quickly moved the raft around the island to a little beach and headed back in to rescue Sheen and Danny. It was just now that we learned what those wild berries that we collected were for.
Yeah, hang on. I'll put them in here. There we go. Okay. Don't attack us, right? Okay.
Come get us.
I'm gonna put an M80 in your butthole next time. But this time, you're getting away, Mama Bear.
With Mama Bear distracted, we were finally able to recover everyone back to the raft. This made us consider the armor we could craft, of which we needed more wool for. And luckily this island had another llama on it, so I set out on a quick covert ops mission to bring it back.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. Whew. Gotcha.
We now had another furry friend to add to our collection. This dude's name was Kronk. I guess we just collectively decided to roll with Disney character names for the animals from here on out. After a quick restock on supplies, we set back onto the island to try and find more pieces to whatever story was here. On one of the pathways leading up the mountain, we found some notes from Bruno. I guess after a little while, Bruno went crazy and invented some children out of scrap parts that were left around the island. Just brace yourself for this little roller coaster. He gave each child a unique name, background, and attributes. Yes, that's right, he gave bird cages names and made special voices for them. Eventually, Bruno wanted to set out on a mission to find his sister Astrid and wanted to bring these kids along. Problem was, there was only room for 2 of the kids on the boat. So this crazy dude has one of his birdcage kids murder some of the other kids so he might have room on the boat. Bruno then brings 2 of his kids, Henry and Miranda, along on the boat, leaving the rest of them behind. Yeah, sadly, I don't think Captain Crazy and his band of misfit birdcages are going to be giving us any answers leading to where Olaf might be. So we continued on with doing the one thing we knew we were good at, hunting space bears. But not just any space bear. Oh no, it was time to hunt down Mama Space Bear. We were finally going to get revenge on her for wasting several hours of our lives.
Alright, this could either... Alright, well... Mama Bear, you really like the berries, don't you?
I don't think she can aggro on us.
Go give it a hug, Adam. Go give it a hug. See if it aggro's on it. Oh, yeah, that it does.
Okay, I'm gonna run.
I died.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, we got it. Suck it, Mama Bear.
After our victory, we made sure to wear her head as a trophy and mock her existence.
Let's see it.
Right.
With Mama Bear clear from our path, there was now nobody guarding her cave. This cave housed some sweet treasures, including a blueprint for a spicy new weapon, the machete. Continuing on, we ventured up the mountain, following Adam as he seemed to have a spidey sense tingling. This was until he literally asked us to jump off a cliff.
Adam.
I'm going to the tower. Trust your guide.
I will trust you. Friendship.
In the name of friendship, we scaled the wall down to the drawbridge that we saw at the beginning of our adventure.
Well, how do we do this
Oh
then?
wow.
Now.
Where did you go?
Having no clue what to do, Adam suggested to just shoot it with an arrow.
Stay
Oh,
there. I'll
that
parkour
worked.
Up the other
Oh
side
yeah,
afterwards.
yeah! Shooting with an arrow actually worked.
Yeah, we get a cry.
I never doubted you for a second.
We made our way up the Relay Station 4 tower, finding a useless note with bumblings from Bruno about his kids fighting. This tower did, however, house Bruno's hammer and a blueprint for fuel piping, so it wasn't a complete loss. We now only had one tower left. This right here was the morning to end all mornings, for today was going to be a heroic day of astronomical proportions.
Sheen, look at this.
Our family was bound through blood, sweat, and tears, meaning we weren't about to let anything stand in our way on this treacherous expedition. Be it space bears, buzzy boys, or radioactive Mountain Dew, all of them were minuscule when bonded by the compassion that we held.
Doing that way too good, actually. I'm kind of ashamed of you.
We headed back off for the last time onto this hellacious island, together fighting our last space bear valiantly, spearing its life straight into the plane of nothingness. Spirits burning red hot and blades held high, we marched onward.
These vines.
Yeah! Ugh.
These vines were absolutely no match for the power of friendship and well-engineered street sign machetes. Unsurprisingly, we made it through the cave and marched our way up the last tower. But it was here that we found something that did surprise us.
Hi, person.
Did all this.
Is it Bruno?
No, Sheen, it was indeed not Bruno, but just some other random person kicking it in this tower as we had found Tala in the radio tower.
Bears are not cuddly.
That one is.
We sifted through the rest of the area, finding a fuel tank blueprint and Bruno's wrench. This being the last tower we needed to activate, I pulled the lever, revealing another goodie.
New code.
3647.
But before we could set off on another Raftalicious journey, we needed to circle back to the ranger cabin. I threw Bruno's kid's head back on and filled the pegboard with various dollar store tools, just in time for the thumbtacks to give up on life.
A new note added. Merry Christmas from nowhere. The Guerrera twins. Wow.
We were finally finished with every little thing that could be done on this island. Now it was time to head back to the raft and finish out our night.
Wah!
Cassie.
Woo! 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 Hey, I'm perfectly fine.
We awoke to realize it was already day 84. 100 days was approaching and we had 3 story islands down. All we needed to do was stay productive like the past few days.
I'm dead on my furnace.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
of course. What a reasonable place to be dead.
Adam dropped in the coordinates and set sail to the next story location, Caravan Island. We had no clue what Caravan Island had in store for us, so I figured it was finally time to create another juicer and be prepared for anything this world throws our way. Sheen, now knowing the urgent meaning of efficiency, needed to keep me on my toes.
All
Are
right,
you
there.
keeping your engines fed, Z-Storm?
Probably.
You're not.
They look fine to me.
They're
Nah.
almost empty.
E for engorged with fuel.
There's not even letters.
Thanks to his constructive criticism, we arrived at our next island way faster than anticipated. Dropping the anchor, we wasted no time pushing into this island. Right off the rip, I found a battery charger part, which was super exciting as we burned through batteries faster than a Subaru Vape Pro. This entire area seemed to be made of trailer homes placed on top of one another just like you'd see in Columbus, Ohio. Confused as to what was going on here, we found some notes from this young child scientist named Detto. Detto was genuinely trying to help the people on this island with various projects of his. One of them being this pump system to try and get rid of the ocean water. Sanjay, his best friend, tells him this idea won't work because there isn't enough room in the well for all the ocean water. Within this pump system, we got lucky and found our first zipline part, another thing that could prove extremely useful in the near future. Moving on forward, we were greeted by a big bird soaring the skies.
What the shit?
That's a bird.
That is a bird indeed.
This feathery nuisance was going to be an issue, but not nearly as bad of an issue as finding out that Olaf had actually been to this island after the Vasagatan incident. We needed to act fast to try and stay on the tail of Olaf, but I may have been moving a little too fast.
Look at this, see? All you gotta do is this, guys. Look at.
Oh my god.
But that's fine, as I landed on top of another one of Dedo's brilliant creations, a bike-powered diving suit.
Oh, we have to get the diving suit and we have to go underwater.
Not too sure of how it was supposed to work, we just crafted up some rebreather bottles and prepared to head down into the dark depths. Adam went a little ways ahead to survey the area and found some never-before-acquired treasures.
And I found explosive powder and titanium ore in it.
Titanium is the last thing that we need to research.
I'm gonna eat it. Makes the bone stronger.
With the rebreather mounted on our face holes, we were ready to dive. Adam must not have surveyed the area very well because I ran into a little puffer boy about 4 whole seconds into diving.
Oh, hi pufferfish, hi puffer. No, bad pufferfish.
Continuing deeper along the red hose, we found a little pocket of air to catch our breath.
Did they hold hands in the air pocket? Ooh woo. Oh, did they eat sushi together underwater in the air pocket?
Get out of here, Danny.
With a fresh gulp of air in our lungs, we ventured along to find the end of the hose, granting us the metal detector blueprint and another zipline part. We never really got a moment to appreciate our happiness, and this time was no exception as a stealthy ninja snuck up on us.
Floating?
Excuse me, pufferfish? Excuse me?
What is happening?
Magic pufferfish? Right on the magic Sheen, watch out!
Back onto the raft by the next morning, we somehow managed to cause a turf war.
Oh my god. So I got something. I didn't know you could get this as a helmet.
This raft is divided between the shark people and the fish.
This is the puffer side. You back off the puffer side.
Yes, I'm just
alright?
gonna just break this side off.
No, it's not.
Peace was brought between the two sides temporarily with the crafting of the amazing metal detector and agreement that we would share the loot.
We got a metal detector now. Oh my god, look at how big this thing is. Look at this thing.
Heading back inland, we found a bird hanging out in a nifty spot and a note from Olaf complaining about being rejected from some luxurious city named Tangaroa. I guess this wasn't the first place Olaf went after the yacht. Sheen managed to pull me away from Olaf's backstabbing notes to show me another one of Dedo's crazy inventions.
Oh, it requires 1 explosive powder.
I already snorted the explosion powder. Now
Can
I'm
you-
too scared to sneeze.
Can you come here and sneeze? Please sneeze
Yes.
into this
So-
oddly looking
So
rocket
windy
thing.
up here and dusty.
Whoa! That was a good sneeze!
This looks awesome from here.
Whoa!
I sure hope Dedo never strapped a human to that rocket.
It's a monkey!
More like
it is not a monkey.
well, it's like a monkey if the monkey was not a monkey.
This is an astronaut.
Damn, why are you so slow? Come on, what were all those years of Mindplex?
Monkey.
His name is Major Tom. Not the best astronaut, but not the worst.
We went back over to the town hall area and finally had enough parts to craft up a zip line. This created for one heck of a VR experience.
Firework.
Whoa, that is sick in VR! No! Go back. How do I get off? Oh! Okay.
We needed to find more clues, so we moseyed on over to the infirmary area and found a radish that was the mayor's chest key and a note from Dr. Henrik. This note explained how there was a sickness spreading over the island ever since Olaf arrived. Hoping that we wouldn't catch the sickness, we hurried our way over to the mayor's house.
Alright,
John
going to the
Wayne.
mayor's place. Wee!
Oh,
Whoa!
Adam took point once again and happened to find some awesome swag.
sorry, Danny. I have abandoned the shark tribe. I am now the mayor.
The end of the turf wars wasn't the only exciting thing happening in the shack.
I will be solely chaotic.
Oh! We made a
Battery
battery charger. Our life is complete.
Looking around a little more, we found coordinates to the next island and a chest to use the mayor's key on. Inside was the engine controls blueprint. We scurried back to the raft, slammed the new coordinates in, and set back out on our journey. Adam was focused on sailing us safely, so I crafted up a biofuel refiner. This could then be used to make, you guessed it, biofuel. The engines could be powered by this alternative fuel source, so we didn't have to burn up as much wood. Oh, and I somehow managed to say this gem of a sentence to end off the night.
Laying pipe, let's go. You bet. We're gonna lay pipe as a family. Wait, That sounded bad. Don't take that out of context.
It was a warm, sunshiny day 89, and not another minute was neglected as I crafted the fuel tank to store our extra biofuel.
Oh, raw food and honey.
There you go.
Okay, I need honey.
Put 2 in.
Sheen was really good at never minding his own business and asked a lot of questions.
What's this seagull doing?
I gave him a little sedative before.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
one of them space birds.
It's a steel sedative.
Our fun conversation was interrupted by the fact that we had somehow already made it to the next part of our adventure.
We're at the space city.
What?
What
Already?
the?
Holy shit.
Jesus.
Tangaroa was here, and more glorious than we could have ever imagined. An absolute marvel of human engineering, or maybe space rat engineering. An expedition that a team of 4 best friends would absolutely dominate because of working together like a well-oiled machine.
Turn left. Turn the rudder.
We are turning right, because that is where the captain wants to go.
Fine, we'll go right.
The arrows are switching.
What did I say about doubting your captain?
Oh my
And now the
god.
engines are dead again. See,
No,
if we didn't
no.
waste all that gas with doubts, we'd be there already.
You know what you sound like? You sound like Olaf.
Yeah, ammo up, huh? Maybe I'll let the rats eat you too, huh?
I dropped the anchor as we were now at the entrance into this gorgeous city. Though before heading in, I did have a few internal thoughts. With Adam sussing himself out as being Olaf and cooking well on the toilet, I now have 2 reasons to not trust him. But as a wise whale once said, trust issues create a bond that can never be broken. I'm not sure whether that sounds more uplifting or abusive, but I'll let you decide. Speaking of deciding, you decided to actually watch over half of this video. Congratulations, you get a crispy high five and are now part of a gang. The best part is, you get to choose whether you're Shark Gang or Puffer Gang. Make sure to add a pufferfish or shark emoji to your comment down below to let me know you made it this far. Okay nerds, back into the ocean. The 90th day brought a quick dinner amongst all of the raft mates.
Come to my corner. Would you like to join us for dinner? It is me and Major Tom. Join the meal, Danny.
Yeah.
Everyone's here, Major Tom included.
Oh, this is a very nice candle that you built here, Brushin.
I killed Shrek to get it. That says earwax.
Day 91 was our final prep day for food and supplies before our terrifying odyssey ahead of us. This stressful day came with a little bit of banter between our friends.
Woo!
See it
Wow, that
steaming?
looks so fancy.
Uh-huh.
Steaming pile of shit.
Get the
Was it?
fuck off this boat. Drop that food right now. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve that food.
And with that, we were off, swimming like a bunch of Magikarp straight into the hull of this city.
Wow.
This is like Subnautica.
Where's our sea moth and our cyclops? All right, guys. Are you?
We're not going in.
Are you good, Mayor?
Upon entering the bowels of the city, we were given a few choices on where to go. And with us being the chunkers that we were, we headed straight for the cafeteria. Down the ladder and around the corner is where we encountered what appeared to be one of Olaf's space rats. I wonder if it wasn't the fact that the city didn't want rafters, but more along the lines of Olaf trying to murder everyone. Plunging deeper, we eventually ran into the cafeteria. Sadly, it didn't seem like we would be getting any Scooby snacks from here, as it was completely looted. We did, however, find an interesting note from Ruben, Hannah's significant other and lead engineer for the Tangaroa. Hey, I guess Ruben did make it. That's pretty cool. The note states that a captain by the name of Tully ordered them to crank the engines up to full speed to outrun a group of rafters. Ruben told them that the reactors were gonna overheat and this captain just wouldn't listen. Sounds like somebody else we know. You would think that this might be the start of something extremely tragic, and you would very much be right. Not only are the reactors overheating, but there was a beetle infestation happening at the same time, dwindling food supplies rapidly. We managed to find a bunch of loose generator parts laying around and found said generator to use these parts on.
I think we need power.
Generator parts.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
We got them all.
we had them
Yay.
all? Well, what luck.
The generator whirred to life and turned on this oversized crane game. Using my super awesome crane skills that I don't have whatsoever, I managed to block the exit but open a room full of loot.
Woo! Room! Noise. I got 4 titanium and a machete.
I corrected the mistake back on the claw game and we finally had a clear path through. Within this room, there was a blueprint for water piping and a note from Ruben stating that the engines were now completely done for. And while looking for another room to progress through, Danny did her due diligence and gave us all a wonderful gift.
Oh,
Wait, this
there's
is
another door.
I think this just.
Uh-oh.
Water.
That's not good. Oh, God. Oh, that's really not
shit.
good. Oh, that's really not good.
Run,
Go,
run,
go,
run,
go,
run.
go.
Everyone run.
I saw this in the Titanic, but I never thought it would happen to me. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my
Thing here. There's like little
Oh.
air pockets above
Oh,
us.
an
guys.
air pocket? Danny found an air
Yeah, there's
pocket.
a-
Oh,
there's a
nice.
bunch.
Narrowly escaping our destiny that was death, Sheen found the way out, which I guess was technically only accessible if we flooded the hull, so thanks, Danny. Our next roadblock was met when we found the doorway to the plantation.
Don't touch the water. Sean, touch the water.
Okay.
Oh!
This electrifying nightmare of a plantation was filled with cut wires, duct tape, strawberries, bananas, and a note detailing how there's robots up top with tasers strapped to their friggin' heads. We did finally make it out alive, granted we had a few electrical burns, but alive nonetheless.
Oh, my God. Gene, what are you doing?
Making a friend.
Gank
Oh,
him.
we all have it.
Gank him. Johnny Five's not mother trucking alive.
Around the entrance to the surface, we found another note from Ruben talking about some kid who fits the description of Deado reconstructing an engine and getting a boat working, as well as talking about most of the rafters, hiding in the apartments, and being sick. With this news, we now knew that Olaf convinced everyone of the caravan town to charge in and try to take over Tangaroa. Looking around, we found some vending machines that would give us goodies in exchange for shiny gold coins. That knowledge right there was enough to send us off exploring. I used the keycard that I got from short-circuiting the butler bot, and the door to the apartment swung wide open.
We're going
Guys.
over here first.
Guys, it's like the forest.
Does this mean we're playing Subnautica now?
Wandering through these apartments, we eventually came across a zipline encouraging some mind-bending VR parkour.
Which way? How are we supposed to do? Oh, man. Oh, okay.
With everyone pretty much making it across, we headed through the broken window. We did loot this area pretty quickly, and Adam got bored.
Oh,
Later, losers.
Back down onto the street level, we went searching for the next apartment to wander through, making sure to hit some childhood PTSD along the way.
bad butler bot. You used to help in Deep World, not hurt.
This next building was full of offices, vine goo, and some top-tier artwork.
Wait, stop.
Water.
Come here. Look at this picture. It's like a bear sucking on someone's nose.
That's Mama Space Bear.
We made it up to the rooftops, and it had some more zip lines, but sadly they weren't useful from this side of the building.
So running start.
Oh my Christ on a cracker, that is tall.
Sheen did manage to find another broken window on this same floor, which also led to a dead end.
Sheen, let's hold hands. 3,
Aim for the bushes.
2,
There goes
go.
my hero.
Yuck.
Watch him as he goes.
Did you not make it?
No.
All of us were running desperately low on supplies, and we needed to make our way back to the raft, but didn't want to just go through an entire underground maze to get there.
I don't think it'd be that hard if we make our way back to the... Oh no. Are we able to literally go out the big exit doors? It says the
Maybe.
big exit. Okay. Yep, there you go. It's open. Oh my god. There's a big slide. Where's our raft? I see our raft. All right.
Open the door.
Danny, open your door.
He's gone.
Right onto our raft.
Oh
Wow, oh
man.
my god.
Man.
How perfect is that?
Dang.
That's great.
Whee!
And that's why you trust your captain.
We started off the morning of day 94 as strong as an ox sipping on some Red Bull. I made sure to get that fancy battery charger thing crafted up and planted the banana seeds that we had gotten from the plantation. ADHD hadn't really reared its ugly head in a few days, but today was the day. I crafted up a bunch of fuel piping to tie our engines into the biofuel containers. This way they would automatically keep them fueled.
Did it fill them up? It did fill them up. Nice. Haha, cool. They are pegged, baby.
Now, grabbing the few things we had originally planned on stopping at the Raft for, we headed back into Tangaroa. This is where we wasted away day 95 partying in an elevator. The 96 involved more parkour before actually putting our brains together to figure out what the heck we're supposed to be doing here.
The fence is no longer there. There is a note in this building over here. Notice key card reader out of order. Use elevator in plantation area.
Oh,
That's
shit.
where that duct tape. So we have to go back down to the plantation area. That's where we had to fix the duct tape.
We have 13 duct tape.
Now, with a proper goal in mind, we headed back down into the plantation and put our duct tape to good use. Dodging all this electrified water, repairing with our tape, and sweating harder than the fish from The Simpsons, we eventually overcame this obstacle.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
sure it
wait.
doesn't mean
Was that it?
anything.
I think that was it, guys.
Oh, yeah.
That's it?
Electro magician.
Alright,
needs
Yeah,
I'm
elevator
getting
is
the-
open.
One of the happiest moments of this entire journey, besides our surplus of banana seeds, was this blueprint we found hiding on a table.
Knowledge? What's the knowledge? Electric purifier! Let's go!
I think that's gonna be so we can drink water without.
Oh, with batteries, and so then we could
For
just
the
recharge
plantation,
batteries with the
right?
fueler.
Calming ourselves from our state of bliss, we continued in to find the elevator. This here elevator took us up to an apartment where people were partying for Timmy's birthday. I'm not exactly sure that Timmy liked all of his gifts, being that one of them was an evil space rat.
Guess what?
Bar.
Happy birthday to the ground! Sheen, look at this nice view out here. Wow.
We worked our way up these apartments, parkouring through various obstacles, ziplining, and fighting my brain's urge to faceplant me into my monitor.
Look up. Hey.
I like Airbnbs with rats attacking my girlfriend. It's a good time.
Traversing several more flights of stairs, we finally made it to the top of this building, only to find yet another broken window and zipline.
Now Danny's they can't
Careful,
jump
this
with
is
how
a
many
line.
times we might fall.
I know it's
Oh, I thought I fell.
Oh, and put the zip line way out there.
Nice. Go.
Though it took forever, all of us made it to the center tower in Tangaroa, and it was time to climb this beast and see what sorts of secrets we're hiding.
Oh, right here.
Hey.
Bing bong.
It seems one of those secrets was a blueprint for a large storage locker, and a note whose use will take way longer than needed to figure out.
Emergency bridge launch. Excuse me? Are we getting to see something sick as shit in VR?
We slid our way out onto the balcony and spent a bit of time trying to swing a hanging ladder down to us that was never going to move. But Sheen was pretty persistent. While he was trying to be the world's best scrap hooker, he slipped off the railing and fell onto the dome.
Maybe we're supposed to.
Oh,
hit
no
down.
way.
Now you gotta jump all the way off the inside.
Holy shit, look down, Sheen, just look down.
Oh my! I almost fell over in real life. Come stand here.
Alright, hang on. We'll do it.
I'm jumping down to where
Holy
the
shit.
climb back up.
Oh my god, that makes my stomach drop.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
8,000 hours in VR and that still gets me. That is wild.
Oh yeah, and for some reason someone suggested just jumping down off of the dome to get back to the raft.
Yep. Whoa! Whoa! Woo!
The next morning, I awoke with a few broken ribs, a black eye, and something else warm deep inside of me. Man, that sounded so much worse saying out loud. I had a fiery passion burning within to figure out where the hell Olaf went to. This dude was causing so much pain and strife everywhere he went. He needs to be stopped before everything that has a slight chance of bringing this world back is destroyed. Our team has taken on evils much stronger than some corrupt Swedish politician. We went toe-to-toe with an island full of cannibals who wanted to rip us apart and eat us like fruit roll-ups. If you think some jalopy raft full of infected space rats is gonna stop us, you've got another thing coming, Olaf. You better be ready because we will not show you a single bit of mercy. With our heads held high and brains banging gears, it was time to get to the bottom of this puzzle. We were bouncing ideas off of one another and came to the conclusion that the icons represented individual stores here in Tangaroa and that the names next to them were street names of which the shops were on. With that theory set in place, we all ran off to different streets and grabbed numbers from the buildings. This resulted in a code reading 4813. All we had to do was use the elevator through the center of Tangaroa and head back up to the emergency bridge launch keypad. But before entering the doors, we found a tape recording from one of the security officers, most likely from when the rafters were causing a commotion. This security officer gets a command from Captain Tully to open fire on the civilians. The officer responded that they could just use the water cannons to stop the crowd, but Tully digs into the guard, demanding he open fire on them and shoot to wound. I sure hope Captain Tully isn't around because he's gonna suffer the same fate as Olaf. Without wasting any more time, we rode the elevator to higher ground and punched in the launch code.
4, 8,
Come on, come outside.
1, 3. Success.
Oh.
What is happening?
Go and just space.
Whoa!
Just kidding. We're not going.
Whoa!
Okay. Why did we do that?
Because we're playing Subnautica.
For some weird reason, Adam was dead set on the idea that we were in the world of Subnautica. I'm not exactly sure what a sub or a nautica is. But it's pretty much whatever at this point, as most of us have gone crazy now that it's day 97. Refocusing on the task at hand, we just yeeted this bridge straight into the sparkly blue puddle in front of us. And it was up to us to inspect what was left of this wreckage. So we all jumped into the water and swam as fast as we could to our destination. Upon arrival, we climbed the ladders and peered inside an opening to see a lady strapped in like it was a carnival ride.
You there! Get me out of this. Next time, I would appreciate a heads up.
Elaine was annoying, and we all pretty much disregarded anything she had to say. Walking away, I found a water tank blueprint and the code to our next destination, Varuna Point. Maybe it would be here that we finally get to face off against Olaf's ugly mug.
Shut her up! Shut her up!
Elaine crossed the line this time in annoyance, and we figured it best to just leave her here as we already had enough annoyances on our raft. We headed on out and all made our way back to the raft. When we finally arrived, we were tired and exhausted, and we figured it best to just end the night. It was a brand new day with a calm tide and a positive attitude. Unfortunately, nothing crazy eventful happened, but I'll just quickly run you through a recap. So we started out the day by learning that the juicer eats buckets when milk is called for in a recipe, so that's pretty cool. We ran through some elevators, grabbed some coins, broke some ankles, played Puffer Mayor in a dumpster, bought some paintings, a piano, a radio, and threw a rock. It was now time to input the Varuna Point coordinates and head back out to sea. Oh, I almost forgot. Sheen's gonna yell at me and call me a bad friend if I don't put this in the video.
Follow my hand.
Oh no. Oh God. I hate that that's there.
We waved our last goodbyes to Planetside 2 and got back to living our normal raft life. Kenny still very much included.
Did we run Kenny over?
Maybe we killed him when we threw the thing into the ocean. We ended the bloodline.
There he is, oh my God! Came out of nowhere!
I hear you talking shit! I ain't dead!
We cannot skip over this fantastical spectacle because overnight, Adam managed to learn how to play our new piano.
Adam West is gonna play us a song.
I am now also a penis.
Shh, Adam is playing. Dun dun dun, Mary had a lit your name.
It's funny hearing that from across the boat.
No, I didn't do that last part right.
With that, we finally cracked the big day of bigness.
100 days, guys!
Yay, I'm doing the same thing I was on day one.
Now, obviously, we didn't complete everything there was to do in rafts, such as finding out where the bleach bottles came from and slitting Olaf's throat. But rest assured, we will be continuing this great expedition next time in 200 days of Raft VR. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and if you did enjoy this behemoth of a video, just let us know in the comments down below. Huge thanks goes out to Danny, Adam, and Sheen for wearing a VR headset for 40 hours and currently pushing towards another 40. If you want me to continue making content like this, feel free to help support the channel by liking, sharing, or maybe even becoming a member of the channel. There's several tiers of nerds, so pick your poison. As always, I'm ZstormVR, and until next time, never give up. Peace on out.